Here with us now is farmer Chris Gibbs, based out of Maplewood, Ohio. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Hannah. Thanks for having me.
We're thrilled to have you. So, Chris, you have 500 acres in west central Ohio. Take me through what you're dealing with and when you are trying to sell things like corn, soybeans, and wheat from your farm.
Yeah, we've got, we're right in the middle of soybean harvest right now. Harvest is going well. We've had good weather. But I'll tell you what, all of those major commodities that you just listed off, corn, soybeans, wheat, are below the cost of production. We're taking losses in every one of those commodities and even more. We've got 90 beef cows, and that's the only thing that's really kind of keeping us afloat, and we're lucky to have a little bit of diversification. So we're looking at losses for every acre of corn that we harvest this fall at $1 a bushel. That's roughly $200 an acre. $2 a bushel on soybeans, that's $100 an acre. So losses across the board, and that's created I think the quote that you put up there actually was a quote that I had done for a high capital journal. We're in a hell of a mess, and what I mean by that is a cash flow mess, a working capital mess, that farmers don't have the working capital they need or the cash flow they need to continue to pay the high expenses that we're experiencing that have really never waned since the COVID days. And much of those expenses are because of tariffs on inputs that we buy.
Our team put up a really great graphic a moment ago showing the soybean cost right there. I mean, if you just look at the drastic decrease here when it comes to soybean sales from China to the U.S., I mean, it was $8 million beforehand. It's close to zero now. What are you hearing from other farmers locally in the way of their financial situations, Chris?
Well, they're in the same situation I am. And talking about trade, this is a big deal. I think for you listeners, let's remember that, particularly in soybeans, rough numbers, half of all of the soybeans that we grow in the United States are exported. Okay, and out of those exports, the lion's share had been, up till this year, had been purchased by China. And the reason this is important, folks want to say, well, just grow what you need and don't send it overseas. Well, I'm going to tell you what, the best way to extract foreign dollars and put them right into rural communities is through agricultural trade, and that's running it through farmers. Because farmers in these rural communities don't sit on their money. Trust me, we spend it all. And we spend it at the new truck store, the used truck store, the supply store, the feed store, the mechanic store, all across the board. And we spend it in our local schools through the property taxes we pay. So, you know what? Farmers in the mid-'80s, we had crops running in the streets then. We had a big crop then, like we're on a precipice now. We got on planes, trains, and automobiles, and we went all over the world and made trade deals. And those trade deals are now being adversely affected and destroyed by this administration, and now we're having trouble selling.
Well,
so
Chris,
we need those markets back.
I have to ask, where do you stand on the White House's idea of helping farmers with tariff money that is being collected?
That's the most ridiculous thing. Let me explain it to you. Okay. Or your listeners, excuse me. Those tariffs I'm paying on inputs just this spring, and all of our parts, many of our parts come from other countries. All right. Just this spring, I go to my local John Deere dealer. I need a chain for my corn planter. I take it out of the box, John Deere box, dealt with these people for 40 years, John Deere part number, turn it over, it says made from China. Okay, I'm thinking, wow, that's odd. I just paid a tariff on that doggone thing. So here's the deal. I'm paying that tariff because my importer, John Deere, paid it. They paid it directly to the Treasury. Now the President of the United States is going to take my money and give it back to me and call it a bailout. That's just comical. And I tell you what, this administration has got agriculture, has got farmers exactly where they want them. And that is in need of what only Trump can deliver, and that's a bailout. What a terrible place for agriculture to be. Farmers are independent. They are independent businessmen and women, and they want to live off the land. They're creating income off the land for their communities. And President Trump has them right where he wants them.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.